I don't want to be on the camera. It's so bright. Hi guys, it's Saturday. Welcome back to the den. So I'm sure you guys noticed last week we didn't post a video. It was actually our 2nd year anniversary last weekend, so we were a little bit busy. Plus we both woke up with a nasty migraine.
Yeah, I think it's change of seasons or something.
The weather, yeah, absolutely has been like up and down and up and down and up and down like a freaking yo-yo. It's just obnoxious. So migraines from hell. And then our anniversary, so yeah, it was bit of a rough weekend. It ended on a good note, so there's that at least. And this week, we've been incredibly busy. My mother's 60th birthday is coming up in like a week, so we've been trying to plan everything around that. And recently, actually within the last couple days, because of spiking COVID numbers in Ontario, the amount of people that you're allowed to have at a gathering has been dropped back down to 10. So it's been interesting trying to make sure that we don't go above those numbers, because they've also announced that there's a $10,000 fine if you get caught going.
Yes, there is, and they're actually implementing it this time. So. So my mom's 60th birthday is going to be kind of a low-key event, but a little something anyway. So this week, we decided that we're just going to do a really quick video because we've got everything going on with party planning and everything. So we are going to do just a quick, 20? You want to do 20? 10 each? Sure.
Well, we'll see how it goes. We wanted to do just a quick little video, kind of not spill some tea, but share some secrets. That sounds like spilling tea or sharing rumors. Basically things that you don't know about us. We're just 10 random facts each that you don't know about either one of us. Just completely random, like stupid random, like all throughout high school I wore purple flares that I made in home ec class because I was a weirdo and I loved big flare pants, and purple is my favorite color. Plus I was poor in high school, so there's that too.
Yeah. I mean, purple is my favorite color as well, but I didn't do anything that grandiose in high school.
Oh, I made an NSYNC pillow. It was all purple with red flames, and it said NSYNC across it. It was fantastic. Everyone in my class knew I was gay.
So, I mean, everyone in my class knew I was gay too, but I didn't do anything like that.
No. So, let's see. So that's one of my secrets. Let's see, another one. I waited until I was 25 before I lost my virginity.
I didn't.
Growing up, I always had this idealistic view of what my first time was going to be like, and by the time I hit 25, it was like, why did I wait so long? So that's 2. My first time in drag was in grade 7. My brother and I dressed up in women's clothes for Halloween. He was a snobby prostitute, and I was a disgruntled bride. There were photos, but my brother kind of destroyed them years ago, so there's not really proof of that anymore. But
yeah, I mean, I guess you'd call it drag. I dressed up as, those of you who are a little bit older will remember Coffee Talk with Linda Richmond from Saturday Night Live. It was Mike Myers. Not Michael Myers. He's the... I dressed up as Linda Richmond for a church variety show. So there I am in front of an entire congregation of Christians in a dress and a wig. I'm assuming somewhere there still exists a record of this happening, but I don't have it.
If you're friends of Ken's and you have pictures, let us know in the comments below or message me on Facebook.
Yeah,
He's going to kill me later. Well, one thing that I've talked about previously, but I guess it's not really a secret, is I am Iroquois Mohawk Turtle Clan. My native name is Okwari Oos, which means little bear. I speak like 3 words of Mohawk. Unfortunately...
2 of them are little bear.
Maybe. In high school, I pierced my own ear. The cartilage up here. Everyone thought I was absolutely insane.
I have 3 piercings in this ear. 2 down in the lobe and 1 in the cartilage.
And that leads me to my 4th revelation. I wore booby tassels up until my 20. No, I'm just kidding. Of course I'm kidding. I'm still wearing them now. I have never read the Harry Potter books, and I have absolutely zero desire to read them now. Thank you, J.K. Turf.
I have them. They're actually like right over here on the shelf. I bought them well before any of the drama happened. I've had them basically since they came out, and I've got half a mind to just burn them.
Burn them and film it for TikTok.
Well, the thing is I don't really know if I should burn them or whether I should donate them, because if I donate them and somebody else either buys them or receives them, they're not directly giving J.K. Rowling money. So I wouldn't feel bad selling them on to somebody else or just donating them. But
yeah, my desire to read Harry Potter at this point is up there with my desire to read Mein Kampf. Like, there is no fucking desire.
I know the book. I know who it's, I know
Yeah,
who it's
no,
by.
like
I was just making
zero desire. Just somebody that has that. She reminds me of my stepmother. That's it to a T. My stepmother was a man-hating cunt. J.K. Rowling, with all of her transphobia and everything else, reminds me of my stepmother. Father's second wife. I should be specific. My father's second wife. My father's new wife is an absolute wonderful, wonderful person, and I absolutely love and adore her. His second wife, however, that's a different story. I used to have long hair. I don't know if... I mean, those of you that have been watching The Den for a while, I've had hair, like, to my shoulders at one point. But when I was a kid, I had long hair, and I was teased just nonstop. I was talked into cutting my hair off to join Air Cadets when I was between the summer of grade 8 and grade 9, and so I went and I shaved my head, and then I got told that I wasn't good enough to join Air Cadets, not by the people at Cadets, by my stepmother. So yeah, there's a whole lot to unpack there with that woman, and that's enough for a whole series of videos. But and my last secret confession, whatever, is one that I wanted to talk about in another video, but I'll just kind of mention it very briefly. I was kind of, sort of, in a cult when I was little. Not long-term, anything like that. My father's second wife was part of this program called The Forum, and it was a rebranded version of the seminars from the 70s, where they would come in and talk to you and tell you all kinds of stuff, and it was supposed to be philosophical, and it was bullshit. I mean, it basically taught you how to have zero attachments to anything in life, so therefore you are not emotionally attached to anything and don't get affected emotionally by anything. Their mantra was life is empty and meaningless, and it doesn't mean anything. And it doesn't mean anything that it doesn't mean anything. It was a real head trip. Real head trip.
I think the important part is that you got out of the cult.
Yeah. Secret Agent Ken. I love you.
I love you too. Let's see. 5 things about me. About...
A boot. 5 things about Ken.
I had never visited Canada before I met him. I'd never been outside of the U.S. before I met him. I was out of high school before I started driving. In the state of Ohio, you have to take driver's training if you're under 18, but if you're over 18, you don't. And I didn't want to pay for it because it was expensive, so I waited.
Fair enough.
I've had 6 cars, well, not including my first one that I learned to drive on, because it fell apart well before I took the test. Every single one of them has been a Toyota Corolla.
That's some consistency.
Yeah. Well, I found something that I liked and it was reliable, so I stuck with it. My wedding ring is actually a $50 that was turned into a ring. And that's because I'm a coin collector, which I have talked about. I did drag that one time, and I'm the youngest of 3. I have an older brother and an older sister that I don't really talk about on the videos. Not because I don't like them or anything. It just never really comes up in conversation.
Yeah. Now, there's a few parallels with our lives that are really similar. Like, we're both the youngest of 3.
We both worked at a video rental store. We both worked for telecommunications. And funnily enough, not only did we both work in telecommunications, we both worked for T-Mobile at one point, which is really funny considering T-Mobile doesn't exist in Canada, but he was working at the call center. I was working in an actual store.
Turns out Ken's ancestors are from the same area that my ancestors are from.
Yeah. Yeah, my ancestors, when they left France in the earlier part of the 1600s, moved to Three Rivers, Quebec, or Trois-Rivières, Quebec.
And there is a Mohawk reservation near that part of Quebec, and yeah, so funny enough, if you believe in reincarnation in multiple lives, there's a chance that we met previously in other lives.
Most likely, yeah. I promised I didn't give you any blankets. So, yeah, I know they weren't the most interesting facts, but when I'm on the spot, I kind of clam up a little bit, so...
Like I said, we've had such a chaotic and busy week between our anniversary and trying to plan my mom's 60th birthday and a bunch of other stuff going on. Honestly, I forgot that it was Saturday until today. So...
Yeah, and
this video's gonna be a few minutes late.
Last week, the entire weekend basically passed us by before we realized it, because Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away, and I was super upset. And then the next day was my mother's birthday, when she passed away when I was a kid. And then we were working up to our anniversary, so it was like I was
just so many
I was so
things.
distracted with everything else, and then I was distracted thinking about our anniversary, and it was like, oh crap, we completely did not post a video last weekend, so...
Yeah. Now, we actually did get each other a few little knick-knacky things for our anniversary. We were changing up the way that our living room is decorated right now, and so we will show that off in an upcoming video. We want to do a tour around the apartment.
Yeah,
we show everything off. Our
hallway's all beat up, and we're trying to repaint it and make everything look presentable before we do an actual video. So
the kitchen looks fantastic, though. It's almost done.
Yeah, there's one cabinet we got to move from this wall to this wall, but
yeah, and I want to paint the one cupboard. But other than that, like it's getting there. It's almost ready. So 2 years in, we're almost ready to show you an apartment tour. So I think that might do it for us this week. Anything else that you wanted to add in?
Nope, I've already had to plunge the depths of my banality to find 5 facts about myself. So I think next week we're going to try to do another green screen video, because that was fun. We got to do a lot of silly stuff in the background, and it kept attention to the video, because I know our videos run a little long sometimes, so...
Yeah, we had so much fun doing that.
Yeah, we did.
And I enjoy the hell out of editing those videos. Editing is so much fun. Like, I really, really enjoy it. So, doing green screen video, definitely something we're going to do. And we've already talked about doing a Halloween one, so ideas are flying. We're coming up with different topics and things, so yeah, should be good.
But until then, we will see you guys next Saturday, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and like us on Facebook as well. And we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.